So I'm going to request Poonam Malhotra, please come here. We are going to have a national anthem. Let's give her a good hand, please. Thank you.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we had were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare bomb bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, the star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the
Hello, hello. Now our program is going to start, but we have made little adjustments that in case our representatives are here and they have to leave early, so we bypass the rest of the program and allow them to come and give the greeting to our community. So the first person who has to leave, he is not other than Kalra, who is the only representative of our Indian community, first time in the history of this capital. And I'm going to request Kalra, let's welcome him, please.
Thank you so much, Suchinji. Sat Sri Akal, everyone. It is a great honor to be here. I am Kalra, and I'm very honored to be a state assembly member in District 27 in San Jose. Yeah, and I think it is important to note that 3 years ago there was not any Indian American in this building, in the legislature, that could have come here to give you a welcome. And I am here because of the community. I am here because of the support of the community, but I recognize that it's important for me to also be a voice for the community, and that being the first, that I'm not the last. And so to make sure that as there are those that get engaged, go into school boards, city councils, or want to run for assembly or senate, and I know that we have a friend of ours in the Sikh community who is running for Senate right now, I fully support, Manny Grewal. We have the opportunity to get more more Indian Americans in the legislature. I'm very proud of being here. And I just want to mention a couple of things. One is we did in the beginning of the month, a Vaisakhi resolution on the floor of the State Assembly. It is the third year of doing a Vaisakhi resolution. The second day we did Turban Day at the Capitol after the resolution was presented. And I want to mention how significant that is for the state of California to officially recognize Vaisakhi, to understand what it is. I had colleagues of mine speaking on the floor of the assembly in great detail, clearly showing they understand the Sikh community and they understand Vaisakhi. That wouldn't have happened 10 years ago. And credit goes to so many of you in this room who have been clearly working hard to educate our neighbors that we love so much so that they can love us equally. And so I want to thank all of you for now creating a tradition, having a Vaisakhi reception here. Now we do the Vaisakhi resolution on the floor of the assembly. Other states are doing it now. And so it's so important for California to lead, especially because the Sikh community's origins in America are here. And we have to remember that it's the Punjabi community that came here and worked in the fields over 100 years ago that allowed people like me and my family to even come here. And so we always must remember those that came before us. The second thing I want to say is in December, I had the great honor of taking an official state delegation that the Speaker of the Assembly approved to India. 5 other Assembly members went with me. And the month before, the Senate went on a trip. Now, I mentioned that because yes, the Senate went before us, but the Senate only went to New Delhi and Mumbai. We went to Delhi, Mumbai, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, but we also went to Punjab. And so it was critically important as we planned this trip, this historic delegation, that it was absolutely mandatory that we go to Punjab. For a lot of reasons. One is because the Indian community in California really, as I mentioned, its origin, its heart and soul is the relationship with the Punjabi community with California as a state. And so we needed to go to Punjab so that my colleagues and this state better understand the importance of the relationship between California and Punjab. Not just California and India, California and Punjab. And secondly, we have a lot of the same issues we're dealing with when it comes to the farming, when it comes to water, air quality, making sure we have a sustainable. Punjab is the bread basket of India, just like California is the bread basket of the United States. So we must protect Punjab and we must protect California. We have to do it by exchanging ideas with each other and building those relationships. And not only that, while in Punjab, we went to Amritsar, Chandigarh, Ludhiana, when we went to the Golden Temple, it was a very uplifting, personal journey for all of us. I'm Punjabi, for me it was very special. But for my colleagues who have never been to India, for them, you can see how they felt, how important of a place that was. They could feel it in their heart and soul. We went to Langar, we washed some of the trays. They understand that when you talk about the Sikh community, that the faith is not about just a personal journey. It's also about supporting your community. And they saw it and they felt it. And that's why they told me this, and you can ask all of them, their favorite part of our 2-week journey to India was Punjab. And so I want to thank all of you because we're all in this together when it comes to educating my colleagues, and we have some great colleagues. I know they're going to be coming here during the course of the next hour or so. You're part of the journey with me in educating our community, of standing up to make sure that no one disrespects or violates any of our rights on the one hand, but on the other hand, with compassion and with love, we will educate the community as to who we are as Indians, who we are as Sikhs, Hindus, Muslims. We must make sure that everyone understands that we're united. It doesn't matter what's happening anywhere else in the world, we are united, and that is important. So, thank you all so much for inviting me once again. If you ever need anything, certainly contact my office. I have Ryan Guillen, my legislative director, here with me, with the turban on. Yeah, stand up, man. Ryan has a lot of friends in this room he's met over the last couple of years, and I want to thank all of them. But again, thank you all so much. Enjoy your time in the Capitol, and please let us know if we can ever be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Now we are going to start our formal function. And on behalf of Indus Valley American Chamber of Commerce, I have the honor to welcome all of you and congratulate you at Vaisakhi. And at the same time, this year is a very important year in the life of a Sikh religion, the birth of Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 550th anniversary, and due to Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, this religion is there and is one of the 5th religions of the world. And the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji was one God, universal brotherhood, peace, equality, every field of life. And at the same time, following the philosophy of Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, we are not charging anyone for the food going to be served here, and the people behind this contribution, I'm going to recognize them one by one, so please come forward. The main sponsor this year is Pradeep Sharma. He is the Pradeep Sharma, please. Is he around? Okay, let him. Okay, the next sponsor is California Bank and Trust, Abdin Hill, Senior Vice President. Please come here. Please hold your applause. Wells Fargo Bank, Manjeet Singh Toor, Branch Manager Natomas, Manjeet Singh. Mohinder Singh, you can come here. Joyti Singh Sandhu, board member, and he is also member of Historical Preservation Committee, City of Algro. Mike Jagur, computer expert. Len Jaduram, CPA, board member, and every time he has been sponsoring our event. Keval Krishan Balina, board member, also past president, Guru Ravidas Sikh Temple, Rio Linda. Keval Krishan Balina, please. Okay, thank you. Parampreet Singh Bindra, attorney at law, is not here. Teja Virk, chairman Shri Guru Ravidas Temple, Rio Linda, please. Dilvinder Rahal, president, Guru Ravidas Temple, Yuba City. Last but not the least, today you find Kesari turban and chunia everywhere, and the people who has been generous to contribute is Dr. Lakwinder Randhawa and Karampreet Bains. He's not here, he's son of Javaid Singh from Yuba City. Let's give them a good hand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we are going to start a formal function, and in this one, I like that the introduction should not exceed more than 1 minute, and the speech 2 to 5 minutes. So please, all the speaker, be very careful so that we can finish this whole thing by 7:30. Now in today's function, our MC for today's function is a lady who is music lover, yoga lover, and great community worker. That person cannot be other than Joyti Singh. Please come forward. And our today's function logistic is Iqbal Bidwal, CPA, and has been with the association for the last 15 years. Trustee, ex-president Iqbal Bidwal, please come forward. Let's give them a good hand, please.
Welcome from my core of heart, and congratulations to everybody on this auspicious occasion, Vaisakhi, as well as Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 550th anniversary. We are very lucky to have function over here and under the blessed and wondrous blissful personality Sukhchand Bhai Sahab. And I'm not taking too much time. I will request every speaker should stress on time, 2 minutes to 4 minutes, please. There are a lot of speakers, so we have time limit, so we can finish function in time. Now I will invite IVIC Chamber's President, Mr. Bedi, Amarjit Singh Bedi ji. He will introduce the rest of the board. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you, big crowd here. And I am honored to introduce you all trustee member, board director. Please, whenever I call the name, come forward. Okay. First, we gonna start trustee JP Singh. JP Singh, he's a lifetime member and trustee. Next is Poonam Malhotra. Poonam Malhotra. Oh, okay. Oh, she's coming. She's lifetime member and our trustee. Next is Manjeet Sivia. She's lifetime member and trustee. Give them a hand. Akwar Bhattal. He's lifetime member and trustee. Gary Sidhu. He's trustee and lifetime member. Where's Gary? He's here standing. Take a picture, son. Gary. Oh, yeah, come on, Gary. He's there. The Pavitra Lal is there, trustee? No, he's not. Okay, now board of director, president Amarjit Singh Bedi, vice president Lakhvinder Kaur, vice president. Secretary Sukhchand Singh, he's the bone of the chamber. He worked hard. Financial officer Dr. Lakhvinder Lava is here. Thank you. Okay, now as board member Parvinder Singh. She's half of Sukhchand Singh. Lil Jaddu, yeah. Give them hand. Keval Krishan Barina, Ravinder Singh, Manish Sharma. Manish Sharma. She's here. I see outside. Huh? Oh. Yeah, come on. Okay. Joyti Singh Sandhu. Give them a hand. Vikraman. Thank you. Parampreet Bindra. Huh? You could come with his size. Father must come. Okay. Baljeet Bal. Del Najab. No, not here. Okay, I got Dolly Sidhu. Dolly. Oh, she's Sandhu. Manka Bedi. Manka Bedi. She's here. Joyti Singh. Yes. Kamal Banda. If miss anybody, come forward, please. No? Everybody here. Give them a big hand. Thank you for everyone here. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Lord.
Let's take everybody's picture when you do it.
Now, I will call the speakers. First of all, Mohinder Singh Sandhu ji, please come, and everybody in your clapping, Mohinder Singh Sandhu ji.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Congratulations to everybody we are celebrating Vaisakhi and Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 550th birthday coming. So, congratulations to everybody who is organizers of this great function. Guru Nanak Dev Ji founded a faith that was for the entire humanity, for every human being. And as this function was being organized, Sukhji asked me if we can have a representation from Interfaith Council. And it's my pleasure to invite Jon Fish, who is the CEO of Center for Interfaith Studies in America, but he was president of the Interfaith Council of Sacramento area for 7 years. He's very committed to having everybody together. And we, at Sacramento Gurdwara Sahib is also a member of the Interfaith Council for the last 14, 15 years. So we know Jon and several times visited our Sikh temple. So Jon is a retired bishop from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He was, he has currently based and started the Center for Interfaith Studies America. So without further ado, I'll ask Jon to address the congregation for a few minutes. Jon, please come up to the podium. Jon Fish.
May I tell you my greatest claim to fame is 5 married children, 23 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. And people say to me all the time, do you know them? I say, absolutely, every one of them. I have a great interest in Guru Nanak, in his life and his practices. They hold a great interest to me in the practice of interfaith amongst each other, all of us who are here now. In our interfaith communities, we sometimes see the differences in how we dress, how we speak, what we might eat, how we work and play and other such things that have our own cultures in the roots of those things. But greater than these differences are the similarities that we share. In studying the life of Guru Nanak, there were tons of similarities that I found to my life, and I'm expecting to yours, and in the life of so many others of the brothers and sisters who practice a faith different than we do, but who practice an approach to godliness, how we act, and what our behavior is. Remember, we all live in the same house. We just came through different doors. Now, for instance, I discovered that Guru Nanak strongly believed and practiced in 4 areas the humanity that we all share in our society. And those 4 things captured my attention. Number 1, he had a deep and abiding faith in God. Number 2, he had a strong desire that there would be unity in all of mankind. Number 3, that untiring service should be the theme of every man, woman, and child. And 4, that our lives should be filled with honesty and truth. Every God-fearing person that I know and associate with would agree this Guru's teachings 100% in all our aspects and our pursuits of life. And I honor his vision and foresight in this. Lastly, I want to tell you how much I like the term guru. And it fits this great leader, of course, perfectly. He was a teacher. Okay. He was a teacher, he was a mentor, he was a counselor, and he was a leader. If a life is filled with teaching faith, unity, service, and honesty, he will surely be a teacher who touches the lives of thousands of people. If he mentors but only one, that one will grow and mentor others. If he counsels only a few, that few will counsel many. And where he leads, in goodness and truth, others will follow. So I extend my warmest wishes and my love and respect to all in the Sikh community, many who are close personal friends of mine who I love and respect, who have proven to me to be true followers of the teachings of this Guru. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.